of the Princeton Board of Education in public for the purpose of conducting the school business and is not to be considered a public community meeting. Public participation is governed by Board Bylaw 0169.1, public participation at board meetings. And I'm looking around for our resident flag.
It's behind you.
Behind us on the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
They planned ahead.
I'm bald, but I don't have eyes in the back of my head yet. But anyway. Mrs. Petter, roll call.
Mr. Simons?
Present.
Mrs. Cleveland?
Here.
Mrs. Moore?
Here.
Mrs. Ely?
Here.
Okay. Dr. Phillips, could you lead us in the pledge? If I can get up out of this chair here.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you. Need a motion for approval, revision of agenda?
I move to approve the agenda with revision.
Second.
Moved in second. Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Ely?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes. Motion passes. Item 2, public comment. Do we have any visitors, Mrs. Petter?
No forms.
Okay, no forms. Dr. Phillips, Part B, the strategic plan.
Princeton City School aligned action as Board of Education to strategic plan. This intentional alignment helps ensure that the work of the board remains connected to our strategic priorities as we advance our district mission of empowering each student for college career and life success, and our leadership focus for every student, every opportunity.
Thank you. Need a motion to move into executive session, item number 3.
Move that we go into executive session to discuss under section 1.2(1) to consider the employment and compensation of a public employee, and 8, to consider confidential information related to the marketing plan, specific business strategies, production techniques, trade secrets, or personal financial statements of an applicant for economic development assistance or negotiations with other political subdivisions respecting requests for economic development assistance, provided that all provisions apply of the Ohio Revised Code. Second.
Properly moved in second. Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Ely?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes. Motion passes. We are adjourned to executive session, and we will return and pick up at item number 4.
Where will that be?
What's that? number 4, the consent agenda. Need a motion?
I move to approve the June 2026 financial report. Oh, no, I left these. Somebody else do it.
I
I'm
move
reading
to,
from the wrong one.
I move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Moving things along.
Is there a
Second.
Moved in second. Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Moore,
Yes.
Mrs. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Simons,
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland,
Yes.
Motion passes. Item number 5, district business. Need a motion for the approval of the financial report.
I move to approve the June 2026 financial report as presented.
Second.
Moved in second. Ms. Petter?
I don't have a lot to say because we talked extensively about it last weekend, but just the final number is, I just wanted to let you know, about $1.5 million more spent this year than the previous fiscal year. Again, that's actually not bad. We're getting that first half collection, remember, and next year is the year we expect to not be in deficit spending, so hopefully we'll see a little gain on that number next year. The final numbers for each of the funds that I'm reporting, the PI fund has $4.2 million in it. That does include additional PI monies that were there prior to the transfer that we had, but we tracked that all in 1 month. There were no additional purchases made in June. And the 018-9010 fund, which is the corporate contribution fund, that ended with an unencumbered balance of $80,000. That's a nice starting place for us this year. And then the 070 capital outlay fund has a $1.4 million budget still in it. There are $2.1 million encumbrances, and those are for all the summer projects we're working on this year with the buildings. But you also have your investment report attached there with all the investments and the credit card report. So that is your June report and the last report of fiscal year 26.
Thank you. Any questions? If not, Ms. Petter?
Mrs. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Simons,
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland,
Yes.
Mrs. Moore.
Yes.
Motion passes. Need a motion for the approval of transfer of funds.
I move to approve the transfer of funds as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Mrs. Petter?
So there are 3 transfers in this list to start off the year, and $215,000 to the athletic fund from general fund, $175,000 from general fund and JROTC, and another $100,000 one time this next fiscal year only to the athletic fund to help them recoup their lost gate and additional expenses they incurred while we were under construction.
Any questions? If not, Ms. Petter?
Mr. Simons,
Yes.
Mrs. Cleveland,
Yes.
Mrs. Moore,
Yes.
Mrs. Ely.
Yes.
Motion passes. I need a motion for the fiscal year 27 temporary appropriation resolution.
I move to approve the temporary fiscal year 27 appropriation resolution and certificate of estimated resources as presented.
Need a second?
Second.
Moved and second.
So this just kicks off our year. We do a couple temporaries before the final one is sent to the county at the end of September as required by state law. This is by no means complete, but it allows us to start business with taking funds in and expending funds out, and the board has approved these levels. I'll probably be back in August asking for the second temporary, which on the general fund side, I have to match up with the forecast that I'll ask you to also approve in August. And then September will come around and we'll finalize the rest of those funds before that deadline at the end of September.
Any questions? If not, Ms. Petter?
Mrs. Cleveland,
Yes.
Mrs. Moore,
Yes.
Mrs. Ely,
Yes.
Mr. Simons.
Yes. Motion passes. Need a motion for a resolution with the City of Springdale.
I move to approve the resolution with the City of Springdale for a tax increment financing exemption and First Amendment to the original compensation agreement as presented.
Is there a second?
Second. These are
Ms.
two TIFs we currently have in place with the City of Springdale. They have asked to extend both of those to the maximum. Board's legal counsel has worked with their legal counsel, and all parties are happy now, and the board is asked to approve this resolution.
Any questions? If not, Ms. Perry?
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Ely?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes. Motion passes. Need a motion for approval of the resolution for the NIST cybersecurity framework.
I move to approve the resolution to adopt the NIST Cybersecurity Framework version 2.0 as the official cybersecurity program framework for the Princeton City School District and to authorize implementation in accordance with Ohio House Bill 96 as presented.
Second.
Moved and seconded.
So,
Dr. Phillips?
yeah, we're just requesting, we're requesting approval for a resolution to adopt the next cybersecurity framework. The purpose of the resolution is to comply with the Ohio House Bill 96, which requires school districts to establish and maintain a cybersecurity program and to strengthen the ability to protect sensitive data and technology systems. So, this is something that all school districts have to do because of the House Bill 96, and, we're just requesting approval on it.
Could you tell us what NIST, N-I-S-T stands for?
That's a good question, because, I will have to rely on, our technology director to answer that question.
Mr. Technology Director.
Yes. So you're gonna make me look it up.
He's looking it up.
The acronym dictionary.
This is the primary, industry standard for technology. There
Yeah.
are others that you can abide by. This one was chosen because it's more rigorous than most. And quite candidly, we were also provided some templates through SWOCA, which allowed us, to jump right into compliance with that. That doesn't really answer your question about.
No, it does not.
I'm happy to look it up for you, but I don't want to be misquoted in the exact.
That's okay, you can, we'll be back next month, you can correct me. Okay, any other questions from the
No.
board? Not, Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Moore?
Yes.
Mrs. Ely?
Yes.
Mr. Simons?
Yes,
Mrs. Cleveland?
Yes.
motion passes. Item 6, the treasurer's report.
Just a reminder to the board and the public that we're operating virtually and at our new home at 25 West Sharon, as everyone at the central office is doing, as the the HVAC replacement is happening and will be completed in 3 short weeks. Also, public record, I just wanted to let you know that you might have been hearing about public records legislation. I have been absolutely hammered the last 2 months with public records requests. And I think that is a good piece of legislation that hopefully will go through. I think some companies have found out about us and what we're required to do, and the specific entity known as Data Branch must be selling services for locating data, which they then get for free, as we have to do all the work and report it out to them. And I mean, if it's a valid request, I have to fulfill. So just some important piece of legislation that we are seeing in this. Hopefully we'll get some relief on this. I know my professional organization, OASBO, is very involved in this, because typically treasurers at school districts do handle the public records requests. And then also on a really, really happy front, my vacation starts on Thursday. And, you know, you'll see a much happier, refreshed treasurer upon return. You know, I've got a phone, I've got a computer, it all goes with me all the time.
So after you get back from Bali, you'll be refreshed, is that what you're saying?
Absolutely.
What is the length of time that you have to respond to a records request?
So there's no defined period of time. And I had to put a few of those on hold as we were closing the fiscal year and starting this next. And so I've been really trying to get everything wrapped up before I leave on vacation. So some of these data branch ones are fairly simple. I mean, this time consuming, so I can query our accounting software to pull out the purchase order details, and I can query board docs to pull out the contracts and then just ship those off, but it does take time. Some of them, you know, if it's intensive, we did receive one that since we're off-site, finding those records, it's in HR, is a little more difficult. We don't know what our accessibility with the building will be. I asked them if we could push that back until we returned, and they were very accommodating. So there is give and take, and as long as you're communicating with the requester, I think things go really well. But it's a process and procedure. It's audited by the auditor of the state, and and there are fines if you don't follow process and procedure.
Is there a limitation on burden?
No, not
Burden of
really.
work? Okay, is there an ability to charge?
We're not allowed to charge. You may charge for paper, but nobody wants paper anymore. Copies you can charge for. Nobody wants that. They're all very clear about, and they would like that in electronic format, which is easier on us, and since all our data is a lot electronic. Some of our, I mean, HR might have a few things on paper, and they'll just simply scan that in and send that. So there's really, overbroad, you can deny. I had one request for every transaction in the accounting system, basically back to 2020. That's too broad. So the board attorneys, anything questionable, I send to legal counsel. If I'm not sure if that's something we have to respond to, I get help from legal, and they'll usually cite the law in my response. So redactions, if we have to take out student names and some staff information, we have to cite the legal case that allows us to do that.
So it used to read within a reasonable time. Is that still the
Yes.
language?
With
Yes.
no definition on what reasonable time is.
Yeah.
So for Chris Patter, her reasonable time will be as soon as I get the fiscal year closed and the next fiscal year started. So
Yeah.
I've been pumping them out yesterday
Yeah, that's good.
and today. So
That's good. So the way the law changed was,
we're hoping for some change because of these data mining places.
yes.
So this, I mean, public records law is to keep your constituents informed, right? They're using it to get contract information for competitors.
Oh, no.
So that's not, I don't believe that was the intent.
Right. I don't either.
Now, again, we give that information out through public records. So when we've bid copiers, when we've bid transportation, those are local people, local vendors who want to know the information. Why did I
Yeah,
lose?
that makes sense.
That you can understand, but when it's every record from this vendor, from this time period, and they're just data mining us, so.
Yeah, it's
For
interesting.
profit.
Yeah. It's interesting, when I used to do marketing and public relations for the city manager's office, in the city of Cincinnati, the biggest requests, the most frequent requests were from news reporters. And their requests would be so vague that they were trying to hide what the subject of the story was. So I see what you're saying. You have to get people to narrow it down. In order for you to help them, they gotta help you. Otherwise, you'd be spending hours
Yeah.
looking for the information.
we don't have that problem with our media, really. They're pretty direct.
That's good.
They're pretty direct on what they're looking for, and they're also probably some of the better people to work with because they tell you, can I have the information by this date?
Yeah.
And most of the public records request information is very reasonable. Sometimes they'll just want a response from superintendent, or
Yeah.
that's not a public record.
That's
So.
good. Thank you.
Mhm.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okay. Dr. Phillips?
All right, I have a few things to share, but, well, first I want to just really, publicly say I appreciate your choosing me to be superintendent. So I have a little statement that I want to read. It's a little longer, but I'm going to try to get through it without getting emotional, because Princeton is really something that has meant so much to me, for years and years. So, I have the privilege of addressing you for the first time as superintendent of Princeton City Schools.
Yes.
While my official start date was recently moved from August 1 to July 1, this is my first opportunity to publicly share how honored and grateful I am to serve this extraordinary district. Princeton has been my professional home for over 4 decades. Throughout those years, I've had the privilege of serving in many roles at Princeton, from, teacher, counselor, building administrator, director of student services, assistant superintendent, and associate superintendent. And as I think about it, associate superintendent twice. Because I came and I went, and I came and I went. But I found that each role reinforces what makes this district so special, and it's really the people. Our dedicated staff, our supportive families, our engaged Board of Education, committed community partners, and most importantly, our incredible students are the heart of the Princeton City Schools. People have asked me, what have you been doing since you've been back? And my answer is simply, I've just been listening and learning. I've been gone for a couple of years, 3 years, and things have changed, for the better. So that's a good thing. As I begin this new chapter, my first priority is simply to listen, to learn, and to build relationships. So through the summer, I've had the opportunity to meet with administrators, support staff, some students, board members, and community leaders. These conversations have reminded me that Princeton has a strong foundation built on dedication, compassion, and unwavering commitment to student success. I've also heard from my meetings that there's a desire to strengthen communication, to deepen collaboration, to align our work, and ensure that every decision we make is centered on what is best for students. So I'm committed to leading with these priorities at the forefront of everything we do. I'd also like to recognize the exceptional team that I have. I've worked with them for many years, and some of them are new, but I found that they are very dedicated. They have a tireless commitment to our students, our staff, our families, and they've built the strong foundation that makes Princeton the outstanding district it is today. I think together with our talented teachers and support staff, they have positioned our district for continued success. I'm excited because we're moving forward, and that's a great thing, and we're going to continue to keep that momentum going. The commitment is reflected in the belief that we will guide my leadership using the leadership tag that I coined called it's every student, every opportunity. This commitment will be realized through the aligned leadership, the high quality instruction. We're going to look at leadership development, collaboration, and just make sure that all of our systems are working and they're effective. I believe the strongest school districts are built on trust, open communication, collaboration, and a shared commitment to continuous improvement. Together, we will build upon Princeton's proud tradition while embracing opportunities to innovate, strengthen our systems, and prepare every student for success in everything that they do. Our families, I really just want to thank our families and our community because I thank them for putting their trust in me as well, and putting their trust in the Princeton City Schools. I mean, to bring their kids here is saying that they trust that we're gonna do what's right for their students. We value our partnership with you, and we recognize that educating children is a shared responsibility. So I look forward to continuing to listen and learn and be in the schools and talking with teachers and talking with families and going into the community, having listening forums and things like that as well. Finally, I want to thank again our Board of Education for the confidence that you placed in me to lead this extraordinary district. I'm humbled by this opportunity and excited about the future we build together. And finally, you know, I don't know if my husband is listening to me, but I want to thank him too. For his encouragement and unwavering support. He's really very deeply involved in the work that I do. He's been an educator, he's a fellow educator and a former principal, so he understands the challenges and the tremendous rewards of this profession. So I want to thank him, and I think the future of Princeton is going to be great. I think it's very bright. I think we're moving in the right direction. I'm honored to serve alongside everyone. And, you know, like I said, our leadership team, our staff, our families, our students, and our community, we are going to make this district great again. So I really, really do appreciate being a part of the district and leading the district forward. So that is I also want to share a couple of things. Chris kind of talked about a few things around the temporary location. So we have moved today, and things are working. The project is going strong. John sent us an email today telling us that kickoff went well. They're beginning to move forward with the project.
Did you say John?
John Trickey.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
I just didn't want anyone to get confused.
Exactly, John Trickey, thank you. If a parent wants to enroll their children, the Welcome Center is located at Heritage Hill Community School, in the community room, excuse me, and that's on Chesterdale Road. If they need to go to Human Resources, Human Resources is at 25 West Sharon Avenue. And of course, Superintendent's Office, we're here in this building in the Viking Village. Secretaries are always answering the phones, and you know, they're checking their messages, etc. And also on the district website, I believe there's a list of the information that I've shared as well. On August the 4th, we have our administrative retreat, and that's where our district and building leaders come together and really begin to start talking about moving forward with the start of the school year, and Board of Education members are part of that retreat. So I'm looking to really have fun. We're gonna do some meeting time, and then we're gonna do some fellowship time, and spend some time having fun. August 10th is opening day convocation, and that's the first day for staff. August the 11th is professional day for staff, and then August 12th is the start of school year for most of our students. We have a graduated type of entry, but the majority of the students will be coming on that day. And on July 29th and 30th, I'm going to be attending the BASA, New Superintendent Program in Columbus. And tomorrow through Friday, I'm going to take a little bit of time off.
What?
Well deserved.
Yes.
Well deserved.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's all I have.
When will we see you back on the tennis court?
Was that a challenge?
That's a challenge.
No, absolutely not.
my knee. For those people that aren't aware, I had knee replacement surgery on May 6th. So I'm still recuperating, but I'm looking to start playing tennis in September, if I have time. But yeah, I'm looking to get back on the tennis court soon.
Good. Mary?
Hello, everyone. I'm just happy to be home. I don't know what else to say, but I'm just happy to be here. A lot's been going on for me as well. Back in, I don't even know dates anymore, but I was in Madison, Wisconsin recently for a leadership conference with the Ohio School Board Association, and came back from that on a Saturday at 11:30 p.m. is when my flight got back in. And I say that because that next day, that Sunday, a few hours later at 5 p.m., I took a flight with my whole family to Paris, France. So came back from that, and literally within a day was in Columbus. Came back from that, and just literally got back from Columbus Saturday. But this last trip there, we actually had we meet 3 times a year, our executive committee and our board of trustees. Pretty important meetings because those are the meetings where you're bringing together the districts from across the state to meet on lots of different things. We learn about legislation and some of the things that are going on that Chris talked about. And we learn about each other in terms of what we're doing to prepare for the coming school year. One of the things I wanted to share, though, is something for us to consider. OSBA is switching from board docs to Simply, and they're switching because Neola is switching. So, and the reason why this switch is happening, and this is something for us as a board to think about, they're switching because of the way in which board docs captures policies, and the way Simply does it is a little bit easier. And so they've had conversations with board docs, and through those conversations, both Neola, OSBA, and many other state organizations are now making the switch. So wanted us to at least be looking at Simply, and it's SIMBLI, as a possibility because, again, Neola, which is where we capture all of our policies currently, has also made that switch. Other than that, we did have a nomination committee meeting on Saturday, late afternoon, where we chose the next president-elect. And it's going to be the youngest we've ever had. His name is Levi Hartshaw, and he's coming out of the central part of the state. So more to come on Levi, a great person. He represents what we hope our students represent. He actually ran for his school board at the age of 18, straight out of high school.
Wow.
And he ran against 7 other people and won. Because his platform was about keeping the student voice alive. So something for us to think about, you know, as we are doing this work, that we have to make sure that we're taking in consideration our young voices that we have around our district when we're making our decisions. So again, you know, kudos to Levi for his nomination. Like I said, he's going to become the youngest president of OSBA. But when you meet him, you'll understand why. I mean, he's a young man going places for sure. So, and that's it.
Thank you, Mary.
Okay.
Gina, do you have anything?
Mark your calendar for July 25th. That's when I'll be inducted into the Black Music Walk of Fame in downtown Cincinnati as a former announcer, news reporter for WCIN. Some of you all may not remember that radio station, but that'll be a fun and exciting day. And then also, if you're a graduate of Princeton or know someone who is, nominations are open for distinguished alumni. I don't know what the deadline is, but I know the 2027 Distinguished Alumni Banquet is going to be October 31st. We may have missed that date. But anyway, just go to the website. It should be there if you would like to nominate a distinguished alumni. That's what I got.
Thank you.
I don't have anything.
Nothing?
Nothing.
No broken Ebola vaccines in the lab?
No, no. Not Spider-Woman yet.
Not Spider-Woman yet. Well, I would like to follow on with what Dr. Phillips was saying. I think she chose us as much as we chose her, because she's had an opportunity to enjoy a very brief retirement, get cleaned up, and now she's ready for the next, 20, 30 years at the helm. And I think that's a positive. And I think that the district, everybody in the district, whether you're a student, a teacher, a parent, business owner, you have a unique opportunity to interact with someone that has been there and done that, but is still moving forward. She's not trying to return us to the days of a grass football field. She's moving forward, bringing AI appropriately into our curriculum, and while understanding what the impact will be and how that promotes Princeton. And it's a real unique, it's not going to take her 2 years to find out where the root beer stand is,
Or Dairy Queen in
Dairy
Woodlawn.
Queen in Woodlawn. It's not going to take that long. She knows where it is. She's on the ground running. Well, will be on the ground running shortly. And I think that the entire district needs to take advantage of this opportunity that we have, rather than to sit back and say, okay, we're in good hands, I can go back to sleep. No, now's the time to interact, push Princeton forward, and we can achieve things that just a short while ago would have been impossible. But with everybody pulling together, I think we can get that done.
Yeah, and I just wanted to add, thank you for coming out of retirement to do this. Thank your husband and family, Foster, as well. That the time you would normally be spending, in your retirement, you're doing it for the good of the district, and we really, really appreciate it. And you've been active in the community already. I mean, she was at the 4th of July parade in Sharonville.
Yes.
And also at Glendale.
Memorial Day.
For Memorial Day,
Yes.
Juneteenth, or some other things. So, I mean, not only has she got her finger on the pulse of the students here, she's out in the community. So
Yes.
that's great.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'd like to say thank you for coming back so many times. You never fail to respond to Princeton's need, and that speaks volumes. It really does. I mean, I got to meet you many, many, many years ago in a different capacity as a parent, and I just remember your caring and willingness to listen, to meet anytime it was needed. As a parent who was raising a child with special needs, who had never navigated that before, you helped me to learn how to navigate. And then I look at you now, and it's the same Mary. She's there to help navigate, to help us to be better, as John said. And I applaud you for that. I mean, I can't thank you enough for your willingness to come back and answer the call each and every time. Even when I know that you probably saw me come up, you're like, not again. But you did, and so I applaud you for that. And I want to say publicly, thank you, Robert. I know you may be watching too, but I do have to say that because we know that it also takes strong spouses to allow the work to be done. So thank you to you, thank you to your husband. I am so excited about what's to come. So again, thank you.
Jade?
I want to thank you as well. I had a similar experience as Mary, met you when my child needed some help, and you were there to help us, and I was like, this is the best lady ever. And the first time I met you, and it was like, I've respected you ever since and have learned so much from you, so thank you for coming back.
Thank you very much. Thank you, I really appreciate your comments. And, you know, one thing I should have said, and I forgot, I talked about the administrators I've worked with, but I've not worked with this young lady over here. And she is going to be our executive director of strategic initiatives. And of course, she's a great person to bring on the team, and I'm excited to have her working, and you guys will have her working with me. And you guys will hear more about her because she's going to do some great things as well. She's going to really support the work that we're already doing, and we're in the process of beginning to move forward with that work.
So what's your name and where'd you work before?
My name is Deanna Finney, and I worked before at Covington Independent Schools as the assistant superintendent. Prior to that, I was at Cincinnati Public for 10 years, where I served as a assistant principal and principal. I was at North College Hill for 5 years, where I was a paraprofessional, special education teacher, dean of students, assistant principal, and started off in corrections, 10 years working at Hamilton County Juvenile Court, and 2 years as a professor at Xavier.
Wow.
Well, Princeton mom.
All right.
Right.
You've got the full spectrum. That's wonderful.
Yes,
Glad
Well,
you're
welcome,
here.
welcome.
we're excited to have her.
One Princeton mom, two Princeton moms? Two.
Two Princeton graduates.
I believe that's where we first met 20-some years ago.
Yes.
Is it only
Wow.
15? 20?
I think it was 2012.
Oh, 20, was it?
Our daughter-
At Springdale Elementary?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Springdale Elementary.
They have good memories.
They do.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
Thank you, Dr.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a clap?
That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Something fell.
Oh, I just heard it.
This room echoes.
Well, thank you. I need a motion for us to go back into executive session.
I move to enter executive session for the purpose of discussion under sections 121.22G1 to consider the employment and compensation of a public employee of the Ohio Revised Code.
Second?
Properly moved in second. Mrs. Petter?
Mrs. Ely,
Yes?
Mr. Simons,
Yes?
Mrs. Cleveland,
Yes.
Mrs. Moore,
Yes, yes.
We are going to executive session. We do not anticipate any further action upon exiting executive session.
Okay, and now that we're done,